Hi, this is the Nopes of Australia. Now, I'm not the guy who originally came up with this post, so check out the link in the description for the original one. Okay, let's start off slow. Oh, what's that? That doesn't look scary at all. You call this a nope? What you're seeing here is called the Irukandji jellyfish. This is actually considered the most scary thing in Australia. No, not that little bugger, you say? Yes, this little fuck. The worst part about it is it's so small, and when it touches you with its damn near fucking invisible up to a meter long tendrils, you are fucked. You see, one of the defining symptoms of whatever that word is, syndrome, is a horrible feeling of doom and impending death, which is appropriate because there's a pretty good chance you're gonna die. It also gives you horrible muscle cramps around your body, severe pain through your back and kidneys, burning, nausea, headaches, and vomiting. The funny thing is there's no direct treatment and the symptoms can last for weeks. All they can do for you is get you out of the water and treat each symptom as it hits you, and wait for your body to get rid of the venom itself. Okay, next. Oh, a snake. Not so bad after that last post, huh? This, folks, is the Australian brown snake. There are actually a ton of brown snakes in Australia, some 9 or so species that are part of the family, and all of which are extremely toxic. The most common is the eastern brown snake, which grows up to 2 meters in length, but even the little ones are incredibly venomous. The brown snake is the world's second most deadly land snake after the taipan, and it packs an incredibly powerful neurotoxin coagulant mix. Not only will it happily kill you, but they're difficult to identify because brown doesn't really begin to cover it. They can be a wide variety of shades of brown. They can be speckled, banded, or have other color flecks. Oh, great! An intensely venomous snake that can look like just about anything. Wonderful! Okay, we get it. There's deadly things out there. But this next one is just gross, not scary, right? Wrong! Oh, a tick. Yeah, gross. But what are you gonna say? You get Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever? We have that in America. Yeah? Well, this fucker is called the Australian paralysis tick. Guess what it does? It fucking paralyzes you! Great, now we're in the middle of fucking nope country, everything wants to kill me, and here you are, just sitting there, waiting to be killed by everything, because you can't fucking move! In case you haven't had enough insects yet, this swarm of Australian soldier beetles should help you out. Don't worry, they only swarm by the tens of thousands and feed on small creatures. Nothing to worry about here. Move along. What's this cute little thing? Oh wait, here, I've got another one for you. Aw, you know what? That would make a great desktop picture. So I can be reminded of what the fucking hell to stay away from while in the water! This, folks, is the blue-ringed octopus. When annoyed, the creature's brown spots darken and pulsating iridescent blue rings appear, and it produces a neurotoxin 10,000 times more powerful than cyanide. There is no anti-venom to a bite from a blue-ringed octopus, which also causes paralysis and the inability to breathe, leading to a heart attack from lack of oxygen. Also, you're awake for the whole time. In order to save someone, you need to get them out of the water before brain damage sets in, and then perform artificial respiration for hours until the body naturally deals with the toxin, and they can breathe on their own. Bites themselves are tiny and painless, and each octopus carries enough venom to kill 26 adults. Speaking of things to stay away from while in the water, meet the bull shark. Okay, so don't go surfing or swimming out too far, right? Wrong! The bull shark is known to bite and kill in shallow waters while looking for food. Case in point. Here's a wild Australian nope dog that hunted a fucking bull shark? The dog hunted a shark! What are you thinking, Australians? Not only does the Australian dingo hunt for sharks, for whatever reason Australia has for keeping these things around, it also feeds on, about 170 other species or more. Yeah, its diet pretty much consists of whatever the fuck it wants. Speaking of sharks, we all know this guy, the Great White. Fortunately, almost no one gets attacked by sharks, and many that do survive just fine. They're an easy target because they look freaking evil and aren't the sharpest tools in the shed, famously mistaking people for seals or whatever. They're huge, scary, and have way too many teeth. That said, they're also generally easily avoided just by the vaguest approximation of intelligent behavior. Oh, you know what else lives in the water? Yeah, we've all seen Crocodile Hunter. We know, yep, those live down there. Get on with it. Okay, fine, here you go. Yeah, that's a fucking python eating a crocodile. Didn't see that one coming, did you? You know what else this python does? Aside from apparently eating whatever the fuck it wants. Yup, that's exactly what it looks like. It goes shopping for people at the local thrift store. That's what it does. You know what else it does? It fucking books a flight! That's right, it just goes, gee, you know what other country I could nope myself at? Papua New Guinea. And then it just crawls on the plane, sits there for the entire flight, and decides that Australia's closest neighbor didn't have enough nopes themselves. And also lives to tell about it! Okay, let's get back to land. Here's a cassowary. Oh, look at the blue ostrich thingy, how sweet. Cassowaries are generally shy, but if threatened, they will attack you because they are absolute bastards of animals. If you annoy them in the slightest, they will bring the fury and try to kill you in the most vicious way possible, going for you with a mammoth razor-sharp claw. In 1958, this is what an ornithologist had to say about it. The inner second of the 3 toes is fitted with a long straight murderous nail which can sever an arm or eviscerate an abdomen with ease. There are many records and items being killed by this beard. These days, people say the danger of these things is overstated, but I don't mind it. They're just biding their time. What's this? It's just a snail. And kind of a cool looking one at that. Yeah, that's what the 15 dead people said right before they tried to hold him. The mollusk that lives inside fires a venom-laden dart from the narrow end, and though it would be extremely unlikely to kill a human, would hurt like crazy. What is that? What is that? And why is that crazy Aussie lady holding it? Oh, that. Yeah, it's called a nope bat, also known as the flying fox. They're harmless. And that's why she's allowed to hold it. Now back to the bugs. Whoa, little buddy, you look pissed. This little 1.5 to 3.5 centimeter long spider is known as the Sydney funnel web spider. It might be minuscule, but it has fangs longer than a brown snake's, and so powerful they can pierce toenails. Humans are more likely to encounter them than some of the other creatures on this list, as they are found in populated urban areas in New South Wales, wandering in gardens and sometimes dropping into swimming pools. You might be wondering, what am I looking at? Oh. That? That's just a giant venomous centipede killing and eating a snake. Nothing more. Move along. And what's this? A leaf? You call this a nope? Yep, that's right. This nope tree native to Queensland is called the giant stinging tree, with many other common names, but scientifically known as Dendrocygis. Yeah. It doesn't take much imagination to figure out how it got that name. When encountered, several stings are caused as the hairs on all aerial parts of the plant latches onto your skin. This can cause pain for several months. Treating them involves applying wax, hair removal strips, and pulling off, like a large and painful plaster, to remove the hairs that have embedded themselves in your skin. Another snake? How many does Australia have? Australia has some 140 species of land snake, and around 32 species of sea snakes have been recorded in Australian waters. Some 100 Australian snakes are venomous, although only 12 are likely to inflict a wound that could kill you. This one, though, it's called an inland taipan snake. But don't worry, they live so remotely and are so shy that humans are very unlikely to see one. So if you do, you're probably stuck in the middle of nowhere, and if it so happens to bite you, you just got injected with enough venom to kill 100 men and probably have a lifespan of, say, 45 minutes if it's not treated right away. Oh, I get to tell you about more spiders. How exciting! This one is great. These nopes that you see are known as the Queensland whistling tarantula. And guess what they decided to do? They just decided to move in and take over a town. Like, yep, this is ours now. Fuck you. The story goes, more than 25,000 venomous spiders have descended upon a small town of Maningrinda, Australia. Normally, one would find only 200 or 300 of these spiders in one spot. Luckily for the town 300 miles east of Darwin, these spiders aren't poisonous enough to kill a human.
Woo! That was close!
No. Instead, the giant bites made by these spiders only causes ripping of flesh and about 6 to 8 hours of vomiting. Oh, and they can also survive underwater. This is not a black widow. This next nope spider is called Redbacks. When these Aussies come up with names, they really get right to the point, don't they? The females are only around 1 centimeter large, but will kill much bigger prey, and they are one of the few spider species to practice sexual cannibalism. Yep, you heard that right. If they bite you, you're in for massive swelling, excruciating pain, sweating, fever, vomiting, abdominal pains, and may also cause seizures and a coma. This excruciating agony can last up to 24 hours. Luckily, the males are too small to do much harm, but the females can and will attack you, and it is not pleasant. The nopiest of nope spiders. This picture was taken in suburban Australia, if that tells you anything. That spider is a golden silk-orb weaver, known for capturing large prey in its webs. There have also been sightings of these spiders catching and eating birds, and you thought your house spiders were scary. That's all the nopes for now.